So if you watched the video yesterday, you know there was a lot of changes to the meetup. If you are coming, let me know. Yeah, it's changed. The date of the meetup is now on the 5th of July. Due to I am going on holiday with my son. There was a deal on. I couldn't refuse it. Saved loads of money. And yeah, family comes before anything else. Obviously, I will be going to the gym, getting some muscles because they need to get toned up. But yeah, we have got quite a few sales today. Today is Monday, obviously, and we have got to go through some sales. And also why eBay have stopped me getting my money. Yeah, eBay, at the weekend, I've decided you're not having your money. And I'll tell you about that because it can happen to anybody at any time. And it's now happened to me. We've had a pretty busy weekend. I did have a coupon on eBay and I've just taken it off because, yeah, I put it on for followers and it seems to be sort of backfired on me. Basically, everybody who's wanting something follows me and then they get a 10% discount and it's knocked a bit of money off some of the items. So yeah, I put a 10% discount on anybody who is a follower so they can basically get have something cheaper for, supporting my eBay. But it's sort of like backfired on me, so I've taken it off. I've never done coupons, so I thought I'd try it. 6 sales from coupons, but yeah, also less money, but it is what it is. I know now if I want to do it again, maybe do something different. If you do coupons, how do you do? Do you do it for followers? Do you just do it for if you spend so much? I don't know. Let me know because I'm a bit of a newbie when it comes to coupons. I don't really do that. We've got 7 on eBay, 6 on Vinted. So yeah, it's been a pretty busy weekend and a lot of the trainers that I have been listing are selling as well. Yeah, lowering the profit on them, put them on Vinted. Every single one of them is sold on Vinted. So yeah, we're going to go through Vinted first and show you what has sold. The first sale on Vinted is these Adidas Hyper Turf trainers. I bought these for my mum. I bought a load for myself at the Adidas outlet. I think they cost around about £18 each, and I was selling for about £35 to £40, some 28. They was so cheap I had to buy them, so I bought like 4 of them. I think that was the max I could buy at the outlet, and yeah, they all sold. But my mom had some as well. She wore them once because she said she didn't like them, so I've got around to selling them. They're immaculate condition. They are virtually brand new. No box though. Sold these for £20. So these are really classed as free. Obviously, I bought them for somebody. So they don't owe me anything. But if you want to say they owe me something, I still made profit on them because I bought them for 18 quid. But they're free, aren't they? It's a gift. That little bundle where I picked up them cards, they're not doing too bad because I've sold some more. These are the Napoleon cards. They are basically all the sort of different uniforms wore in that era when obviously Napoleon was around. And yeah, they've sold as well. These sold for £10. I think they owe me 50p. So when you're looking at stuff like this, you see lots of stuff like this at car boots, just boxes of it, and no one bothers with it. You know what? You can actually make some money. That's a second lot now of cards. I've sold the American Civil War ones and I've sold these for, so I've made like £20+ off these ones, and I don't think I've even sold the ones I bought it for. So yeah, I can't even remember, but yeah, these sold for £10. The next sale I knew would sell very quickly because I've already sold the blue version of these. I think I picked up these ages ago, 2 pairs, a blue pair and a red pair for £1 each or 50p each, something like that. And these I've just sold for £10. Another pair of trainers, and these are good trainers. A shame they're kids, because if these wasn't kids, these would be like a £60-70 pair of trainers because they're Nike TNs. There is a bit of damage to them, but they are cheap enough to still get the price. I sold these for £24 and they are the grape or reverse grape TNs. Yes, they have got some scuffs on them. I have told them they've been heavily worn, so the person who bought them hopefully read the description and doesn't come back. But I picked these up from Holcott for I think £3 or £4, knowing they're TNs. £24, that is cheap for these. I feel like Jammy Dodge, don't I? Look, I'm selling all these trainers. I sold another pair. I would have sold these for a lot more, but I feel like the scuff does let the trainers down. These are completely full suede shoes, which are from Asics. They're the gel light 3s, but they have got a scuff. I don't know if you can see it there. I haven't got any of the suede cleaner, the brushes and that. You probably can do it and get them out and make them up nice again. I don't know, but I'm not wasting my money on that just for a pair of trainers. I sold these for £15. You probably can get about £30 for these. Again, I didn't clean them. They've still got a bit of dirt on the bottom, because I know if these was at the right price, somebody would buy them. Because other than that scuff, they are immaculate. There's nothing wrong with them. But I think I paid about £4 for these because they had the sticker on, I can remember. So yeah, £4 into 15. It's okay, you know, and they're gone. The final sale on Vinted is this Callaway Tour Eye Series hat. I picked it up from Holcott. There was a bloke selling lots of American gear and also selling a lot of hats, £3 each. I thought this could be a £10 hat. It probably is, but I didn't check it properly because it's got like a sort of rust stain or something like that there. So I had to knock it down. I probably wanted about £6 for this, but somebody gave me an offer for £5, and I thought, you know what, make a couple of quid, get rid of it, and it sold straight away. There was a couple of more sales over the weekend on Friday, but I've already done it in a previous video. That was the Salvanian families, but Helen bought for £110, and the North Face hoodie for £8. So over the weekend on Vinted, I've just got over £200, which is not bad for Vinted. The only trouble is now I've got to wait a long time. I won't see any of this money for at least about 14 to 17 days, depending on when it arrives. Because with Vinted Pro, obviously you've got to wait 14 days from when the person gets it. So yeah, depending on where they live and when they get it, that's when I have to wait the 14 days. While we're on the subject of not receiving money, guess what? eBay have now stopped me having money as well. So I'm not only just waiting for money on Vinted, I now have to be waiting for money on eBay. And for me, that is a problem, because that means I'm getting no income at all. Yes, I'm getting trickles here and there through Vinted, but eBay is my main source of income and I'm not getting paid for them. So what's happened is eBay have decided to stop my payments completely until they've checked my account to make sure it's secure, to make sure it's all legit. I got a couple of emails on Friday and I thought, oh, here we go, this is some spam, because why would eBay stop me from having my money? You know, I've been on eBay for a long time now. I've never had a message like this before. So I checked it. I went on actual eBay to the messages itself, and it was on there. So I was like, great, this is actually kosher. It's a legit one. So I didn't know what it was about. I thought I must have done something wrong. So I had to phone up eBay. I didn't want to go through the AI robot thing because it's a nightmare. So I phoned somebody up and they explained that it's not random. It's something that everybody who is on eBay has to go through. They do it, and it was my time to actually get checked out. I've never been checked out before, so it takes around about 5 business days to check it all out. If it's all fine, which most of the time it is, then you have obviously your money back and you can withdraw money. It doesn't affect your sales, it doesn't affect you listing, doesn't affect anything to do with eBay, but the only thing you can't do is withdraw any money, which is a bit of a bad thing, I think, by eBay, because it's just out of the blue. I mean, if they told you, well, we're going to check your account out at this date, just to be prepared to withdraw out any money, blah, blah, blah. Because what about if I had thousands and thousands of pounds in there and I was going to withdraw it to buy something? Like, I wouldn't be able to do it now. Luckily with me, and I suggest you do this well, never keep your money in any of these accounts. Never keep it in Vinted, never keep it in eBay, right? Yes, maybe the odd 10, 20 quid in there. But if you've got hundreds of pounds in there, withdraw it. Don't keep it in there, because you never know if this is going to happen to you or something goes down. If something happens to one of these sites, you're not going to get your money, and they're not going to help you get your money, right? The thing is, this can happen to anybody. This is not just me. It's a thing that happens to everybody on eBay, and it's just my turn. Some of you might have already had it. Some of you might not have had it. Some of you might not get it for years, but it will happen to you. Anyway, talking about eBay, we're going to go on to eBay sales, and I have sold something that's mega. I sold these sunglasses, which are my dad's. I found them on a shelf, and they are FCUK wraparound sunglasses. My dad was a bit of a trendy person for his age. He bought quality. He had about 6 different watches. One's worth about 400 or 500 quid each. It was tech mad. Remember, we're going to cash converters. This is before I was reselling, when he died, and we had to sell all the tech, because I don't really care about it. I think we got not far off $1,000 for his tech, and that's a cash converter. So God knows how much I could have got with, for it if I was doing reselling. Yeah, golf clubs. He had like 3 bags worth of all top quality golf stuff, and motor caddies and all that. I think they sold for about 700-800 quid to a golfing website. Yeah, he had loads, and he also had decent like glasses, clothing. A big sports guy, so unfortunately he supported a rubbish team, Man United. So I was glad to get rid of all them. But yeah, I sold these for $19.99. They are quite nice. So yeah, really nice. Not my sort of thing though. $19.99. Obviously these had the coupon on, so 10% off that. But I didn't pay anything for these, obviously, because it was my dad's. The next item, and I'm not going to get it out because it's a pain. And this is a typewriter. As you can see on the picture on the screen, I'll pull it up big so you can see what it looks like. It's a vintage portable Smith's Corona Deluxe with the original case typewriter. So yeah, I've had it for quite a while. Typewriters do get you some money. You might have seen Retro Resale buy typewriters, the big ones. They get more money. Certain makes get more money. This is around about the 35 quid. Typewriter, 45 quid. If you're lucky, it sold for 35 quid, but it was sold on a coupon, so I didn't get 35 quid. But I think I might have paid less than 10 quid for that. Next item is something that I keep on showing you time and time again, that if you're not doing it, go and check it out. Have a go. You will make some money. Some things you might not do, but when it comes to t-shirts and back printed t-shirts, they sell. I bought this from the Nike outlet, I think the Birmingham one. I've got one of these ones myself. This is the Jordan one with the big Jordan on the back, with the Jumpman on the front. I sold this for $24.99, but guess what? Yep, coupon. So the first 3 sales on eBay have all been with the coupon, 10% off. That Jordan top cost me about 10 quid. So yeah, I'm still going to make money. The next item, finally, was not a coupon, and it was some Pogs, limited edition ones. It's not a full set. It's 28 in total out of I don't know how many. Really cool. Retro 1990s. Somebody commented on a video not so long ago saying, have you sold some Pogs yet? And obviously I have, because I've sold some more. I think I've sold 3 lots now. I'm well into profit, and I haven't even sold the main one, the complete set, which is around about 35 to 45 quid. These sold for £12. It was on a promoted listing, which means obviously the 3%. It will be interesting this month though what the promoted listings will be like, because if you don't know, at the end of this month sometime, I don't know, I can't remember the date, but everything that people click on, if it's a promoted one through an ad, and then somebody buys it without looking at through an ad, they're still going to charge you the promoted listing. Yeah. So Loads of YouTubers have been doing videos about it. Hopefully eBay will see them videos and will change it, because that's disgusting. Really, really disgusting. The next item is nothing to do with promotions, nothing to do with coupons, because somebody knew what they was looking for, and it was some Lego. Yes, the Lego Echo 1 Ghostbusters car manual. I think I picked it up for about 50p, something like that. But it sold for $6.99, and I've had it for a while, so I'm glad it's gone. The next item is something I pick up quite regularly, and that is board games. Some board games are just a waste of time, don't even bother touching them, but others just sell all the time. And the one I always pick up is the Game of Knowledge. I've had about 6, maybe more of these throughout my reselling career, and they just sell. If you got all the pieces, they must be a really popular game. I've never played it. Too many cards for me. I'm not into board games anymore. But yeah, they just sell. Went for $12.99 with the damn coupons. Last item is this. And this is my son's Nintendo Switch. Fully complete. 2 controllers with the wire inside. And then a selection of very good games. We've got Super Mario Brothers, we've got the Mario Football one, we've got Mario Party Superstars, Mario Kart Deluxe 8, and then everybody wants that one, don't they? Super Smash Bros. Yeah. Decided to get rid of it because he just doesn't use it. Since he's had his Meta Quest, he has never played it. I think the last time he played it was when I went up to my nan's when she was at her own house, and that was just because he wanted something else to play with, you know, if he was bored on his tablet. And yeah, he's probably played it once in the last year. It sold for £220, but because of the coupon, I think I got about 189 quid, you know, plus, you know, fees taken off and all that. But guys, that is the end of the video. I am now going on live to pack these items because I feel like it. Give my mum a day off, and yeah, if I see you on the live earlier, obviously say hello. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.